Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'm going to do this commentary video for Rome Total War. This is an online siege battle, 15,000 denarii, and the host, his name was Krytta, and he wanted to be the attackers here, and I had no idea that this city I was defending had no walls, so I did not bring any cav. But anyways, this is a Gaul versus Macedon battle. I command the Gauls, and my opponent, the host, he commands, or his name is Krytta, and he commands the Macedonians. So, let's look at my army first. You see it right here? I'll tell you why I put all my guys towards the town center, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I have 6 units of gold Chosen Swordsmen here. Here's what they look like, the Chosen Swordsmen. Then I have 6 units of gold Swordsmen. These are just regular swordsmen, not Chosen Swordsmen. Then I have 2 units of Naked Fanatics. These are your Naked Fanatics. And then I have... Actually, that's it. That's my army. And I spent 14,982 denarii. Let's go look at the Macedonian army commanded by Krytta. He has 6 units of gold Royal Pikes. These guys. Then he has... What is this? 6 units of gold archers. These guys. And then way out here, he has 4 units of gold Cretan archers. These guys. They wear the green outfits. They're kind of camouflaged. Then somewhere on this map he has a squadron of Macedonian Cav, and that Macedonian Cav unit has a gold attack. So, anyways, I had no idea that this city had no wall, so I did not bring any cav. Had I known, I would have brought cav, and I could have easily slaughtered these unsupported archers here. So that kind of sucked, but whatever. So, my only hope of beating the Macedonian army was to hope that his guys would not be in phalanx mode, or to hope I could get some flanking charges on his Royal Pikes, because in a stand-up fight, my guys are no match for Royal Pikemen. So I was going to take my fight to this town center here, and I definitely wanted to fight near the town center, because if Gauls have a problem, it's with their discipline and morale, and they rout like there's no tomorrow. So if I fought near the town center, that would at least negate the fact that my guys break just like that. So... Also, I wanted to defend near this area, so if the Macedonian pikes came down these alleys, then I could easily get some flanking attacks on them. And plus, the alleys might break the cohesion of their phalanx formation. Anyways, you can see I'm being attacked by his archers. The Cretans are on this side, and I used some swordsmen to chase after them. I just wanted them to get out of my area. And then the same thing on this side too. His regular archers are harassing my guys. It's pretty annoying, actually, especially when you're Gaul. Anyways, here I am chasing after his Cretan archers here, and I didn't think my guys would actually catch him. I just wanted to, to keep them away from the town center. But as you can see, I'm actually catching up to them. That might be due to pathfinding, because he had his guys on skirmish mode, so they automatically ran away. And when he saw that I only had a few guys chasing after him, he decided to turn back and just confront my guys with his archers. Because 4 units of gold Cretans, they're a pretty good match for swordsmen, 1 unit. So I saw what was happening, so I detached another unit here, and these are Naked Fanatics. But unfortunately, my swordsmen kind of bugged out of there, so now it's just my Naked Fanatics going at it against these Cretans. And down here, the Royal Pikes are coming down, and he actually killed some of my Naked Fanatics who were at the front. So that was my own micro lapse or whatever. So here, I attempted his Royal Pikes to come down the streets. So you can see this little alley here. This is Death Alley for him. I'm gonna get some flanking shots. I'm gonna pull him closer down these alleys so that I can sucker this whole lot of Royal Pikes into my alley here. And look, I have all my guys in Warcry. Yeah. Also, when you're the barbarian units, you have to use a Warcry. That'll make him more effective. So here I'm tapping out every possible advantage I could have. And that's the only way you can fight against these pikemen here. So I'm going to charge in from all sides. And he's trying his best to keep his phalanx intact. You're probably wondering what's going on over here. He has more Royal Pikes coming down this alley. And my Naked Fanatics, they kind of bit the dust of the Cretans. So those Cretans, they fought off a detachment of swordsmen and Naked Fanatics. So props to those Cretans. And here are his archers. They are raining heck on the heads of my Gallic warriors. But I'll just ignore them. Here I'm just getting, you know, all kinds of like flanking attacks on these Royal Pikemen. So it's gonna be all kinds of chaos in the streets here. But that's the way you got to beat this army here. Take him to the streets and rely on, you know, the more fluid movement of your barbarians. War cry plus the fact that I'm closer to the town square. That's the only way I could beat these pikes using Gaul. So here is the situation. Here's an overhead. It looks pretty messy. And here I started to rout one of his units. That was pretty sweet. That was a Royal Pike unit. And we also killed his general too, so that was a plus. By the way, the Gauls did actually kill some Macedonian kings in combat. Ptolemy Ceraunus is the most, well, Ptolemy Ceraunus, that was one team they killed in battle. And that guy was a braggart. And they actually mounted his head on a stick, for the most part. And look at that mass rout right there. That could happen whenever you're using barbarians. Like, your guys might rout, or if you're lucky, the enemy might mass rout too. Here's an overhead. And look at that unit of Royal Pikes routing. And look in the back. I started to peel off some units to attack his regular archers when I routed that one unit of Royal Pikes. And I'm sending in more units now. I just want to keep those archers away from the backs of my barbarians here. And here he has 2 units of Royal Pikes left. And we are hacking those guys down. Look at that. All these barbarians are going to just swarm these Royal Pikemen. And look at that. We finally caused a mass rout of his regular archers. And that was a huge blessing. I didn't want to chase these guys all over the battlefield. And look how they retreat. They retreat closer to my town square. So my guys are just having a field day butchering these guys. But we can't watch that. We have to watch the fight against the Royal Pikes. These guys. And you can see in the very back, more Royal Pikes are coming. These guys actually routed, but they stopped routing. And here my opponent took out his Macedonian Cav. I don't know where he was hiding them, but they were hidden somewhere. So these Royal Pikes are getting slashed from all sides. And that's pretty much how these Gauls were able to slaughter the Macedonians under Ptolemy Ceraunus, and basically just swarmed them. And yeah, it's pretty sweet looking action. Yeah, this city has been defended by the Gauls, but it's not over yet. We're gonna send these guys to Hades. That's where they belong. And now we're gonna go after this one last unit of Royal Pikes, but their morale breaks just like that. And that can happen when you fight against barbarians. Usually it's the barbarians that rout like this, but it can also happen to disciplined armies. It's crazy, guys. So here comes this Macedonian Cav. I'm just going to send all my guys at them, and they mass rout too. They lose heart just like that. So it's pretty glorious victory for the Gauls. And I'm going to activate War Cry, because my guys did not cheer, so I had to make them cheer for me. Well, that's once the results come up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's right, guys. On cue. Clear victory. I had 1,388 kills, and I had 601 men remaining. Krytta killed 720 of my guys, and he had 182 men remaining. Good game to Krytta. Hope you guys enjoyed this siege battle without walls, where I used the Gauls against my beloved Macedonians.